So hi guys, this is VERDY Channel, and today I'm going to do my reaction to House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 6, Smallfolk. And last episode, like I said in my last video, was more tame than than episode 4, where we had the Battle of Rookrest, which was crazy. But in the last episode, we come back to King's Landing with Melis's head, and Aegon being just burned with like his armor melting on him and everything. And he's barely alive, but he was able to make it. Um, and because of that, with the succession, Aemond is now the regent instead of Aegon. And Alicent was like, it should be me. I did it when the king was sick before, but then they're like, yeah, no, it's gonna be Aemon. And they also said like it would go against what they're saying, because they're saying that Rhaenyra doesn't deserve the throne because she's a woman and Aegon is a male. So like it would not make sense if they let Alicent be the regent. So there's that. Daemon is also still at Harrenhal, building up Harrenhal, like doing some renovation. And then with I can never remember if it's the Brackens or the Blackwood, but I think it's the Blackwood that are with Daemon. And then he tells them, like to do something to the Brackens. And then he said, okay, yeah, I understand. But they do the mistake of having the Targaryen banner while they're like killing people, if I'm not wrong. And then all of the houses come to Daemon and just say like, we won't follow you. That's not right what you're doing, killing women and children and things like that. It's not okay. It's against what we believe in. So then, it's not going very well for him at Harrenhal, with Alice Rivers giving him like weird hallucinations. But at the same time, we're able to see older cast from season 1, so I think that's cool. And we also have Elinda, who was sent to King's Landing, um, and she was able to go inside King's Landing because she talked to a guard saying that, Lady Mysteria wanted to, have her favor back. So the guard lets her get inside King's Landing because Aemond decided to close all of the gates and everything so that nobody can get in or out. But then also the people of King's Landing are, getting no food, like nothing like that, and they're all very, I think, angry with that, and they're also hungry. So I don't think they're very happy. um and yeah, so Elinda comes into this and she knocks, at the door, and it's the girl who worked at like, I think it's a brothel, but she was also working in season 1 in the castle because she was raped by Aegon, and Alicent gave her moon tea, and then we never saw her again, but now she's back. So I'm thinking that those two together are gonna do something, that's for sure, in this episode. And then with Rhaenyra and Jace, they were talking about how they do have dragons underneath them that are unclaimed, and they were thinking about, searching for people in houses who have like a little percentage of Targaryen blood somewhere so that they can claim the dragons. And I think that is very cool if they're able to do it. Because like they said, just under them they have Vermithor and Silverwing. So that would be pretty cool if they're able to get claimed. But I think that's a pretty good, like recap of what last episode was. I'm just very excited to get into the new episode. So as always, the full unedited reaction is gonna be on Patreon, and we're just gonna get into that. So you can like, comment, subscribe, and
what I saw at Rook's Rest. Landing, Rhaenyra is welcome to take her place by my side.
Daemon is pretty sure like he's gonna be the king, and Rhaenyra just gonna be the queen beside him, and that's all.
You see an ill omen.
And you think they will turn to me?
There is more than one.
Yeah, if the people revolt in King's Landing, that can help them. HBO. And like, when you think about it, after this, there's only 2 episodes left to season 2. And then it's like another 2 years of waiting, which is kind of a long time. But I can understand with, you know, all the props, the costume, the CGI, the post-production, like everything. Like, it's massive, the wait for sure. House of the Dragon. Let's go. Oh, Lannisters. Damn. Where are they?
500 fighting men?
1,000 knights of my own, archers and men-at-arms.
Jeez, they have real lions?
To march at your command, my lord? I suppose you will make...
to send a raven to King's Landing as soon as Prince Aemond is able to join us.
The prince makes his answer, my lord?
My men have had a long march. They are most eager to embrace...
Of course, they will want Vhagar, because that's a big advantage for them.
He dares to summon me. Are the Lannisters so diminished that they cannot march from the Tooth to Harrenhal without an escort?
My brother's army is strong, but it does seem to
I am the
surprise me
Prince
that-
Regent. Tell your brother that if he does not deliver his host to Harrenhal...
Your irritations are justified, Aemond, but it does seem...
I have a task.
She got cut fast.
We will make an alliance with the Triarchy.
My prince, the captains of their ships are dangerous mercenaries.
Lannister and Hightower ships will take months to arrive. Let them weaken his blockade.
The Triarchy may play. What has come of our letters to the Greyjoys?
The Red Kraken waits, though we may draw him in with honey, if it comes to it.
The Dowager Queen speaks wisely, Your Grace. Waters so close to King's Landing.
It's time you set out for Harrenhal, I think.
We lost much at Rook's Rest, as you all know.
The longer we wait, the more chance he will prevail. Fight on 2 fronts.
His Grace speaks wisely.
It's a fortnight's march to Harrenhal. I'll fly out to meet you when the time is ripe. If he dares face me.
Oh, I think you will. Don't worry.
Your Grace.
A word.
I caution you, Aemond.
Any of your place on the small council? Father's dead. You served the realm well.
Is he kicking her out?
You are no longer obliged. Those, if you ask me.
You have the impetuousness of youth, neither of which is to be desired
I
in a
release
king.
you of your seat. Sure you'll be much pleased to return to more domestic pursuits.
Have the indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged?
You have the gratitude of the crown.
Like kicking your mother out of the council. I was not expecting this, because Alicent is a lot of time very reasonable in what she's saying at the council, while all of the other person just want to go to war. So I don't know how it's gonna turn out when she's not there at the council. That's true, Corlys is not the end.
Your Grace.
Bring him forth. Sir Stephen Darklyn, Your Grace.
Is aught amiss, Your Grace?
I find myself in an impossible position. I have lost Princess Rhaenys and her dragon, and I must not go to battle myself. With me are hopes of victory.
There is still Daemon and Caraxes.
That remains to be seen. I must now proceed as if I stand alone. I need more dragon riders.
Your younger sons are babes.
Oh, does he have some, like, Targaryen blood?
She has attempted it.
Then who could do it?
You are of noble birth, had some common blood. Ariana was born a Targaryen princess. Could it be possible
That would be cool.
The risk involved in such a venture.
The dragons are gods. Honors me beyond what I deserve.
You understand your peril. I do not compel you to do this. To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
It's not as cool now if I have to die when there's a 50% chance.
That is my oath, Your Grace.
Then perhaps the gods will favor.
50% is you get a dragon. It's a tough decision. Oh. Now we're back with Daemon and the hallucinations.
Brother.
Damn, that's Viserys.
Did you say it? The heir for a day.
Can't possibly still be angry about this.
Was just destroyed. And lick spittles.
No.
I have only ever defended you. In everything I've given you, you've thrown back in my face.
Don't.
To name a new heir, and your lady wife at once, without quarrel of your king.
I mean, if Daemon would have been there for Viserys, things might have changed, and maybe would still be the heir.
No! Open the door!
Please.
May I be of assistance, Your Grace? Your Grace, if you're getting enough sleep. Sit! To what end?
To mine, perhaps. You resent my being here. Are an agent of the High Tower rabble. Or are you still in league with your club-footed nephew?
Is it Rhaenyra herself to shot you?
Like, Daemon is getting cuckoo a little bit. Like crazy.
Whatever your game is strong.
Not doing him good at all.
And stop watching me.
But I don't think he realizes that it's... I'm pretty sure it's Alice Rivers who makes him like that, like have the hallucinations, like it's not the Lord Strong.
You weren't going to bid me farewell?
There's something wrong with me. Food, the wine.
Of Harren the Black moaning his curses from Kingspire Tower?
Drivel! The blasted weirwood bed, I'm done with it!
Ah, yes. When something does not please you, you run. Or a living memory, but a piece on the board.
I'm not like you.
In some ways, no. You struggle to see there's an anger that
You spared it no thought.
Let's turn to her. Perhaps those who strive for it are the least...
Don't lecture me!
I agree with what she says.
Viserys never wanted it himself, if you recall. It's not a prize to be won.
If you have any counsel for dealing with the River Lords, I'd be glad of it.
Daemon Targaryen asking for help in the Riverlands, nor is it the richest, but it is the most stable. Kept the river houses in line for centuries. They would kill it.
Dotard is of no use to us.
But Grover Tully is their Lord Paramount. Never raise their banners as one. Then yield 1 inch to one another.
Then I can do nothing. I need help, Alice.
Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
It's very, very old. So, when he dies, last episode, I think, will be now the Lord. So, that could go into Daemon's favor. Oh shit, okay, they're doing it for real. I would be so stressed doing that.
Pyrie.
Yo, if it works, that's crazy.
Do not show fear.
No Harris. See smoke.
I don't know. It seems too easy to get it on the first try. Well, damn, okay. I didn't think it was gonna be that brutal, them getting burned, but I was right to say that would have been too easy. Jeez. Like, Sismo was like, yeah, come here, like, I'm ready, and then psych, burn you. Jeez.
As my first mate, we will set course for Sharp Point, Lord Bosun.
There are more experienced men.
I was younger than you. You distinguished yourself in the Stepstones. You are a fine choice for this post.
Is this an order or a request?
I will expect you to report for your duties.
As my lordship commands.
Bit thin, isn't it?
It's either that or the fish.
An ale here. I don't think I can stomach it, lass. Makes you sick, doesn't it? While we go without. My girls were taken to the Red Keep a few nights ago. They were well paid. And well fed, too, my love. Mince pies, beef and gravy.
Yes, that would make me hungry.
Apologies, my good man. The royals would never countenance me speaking about their bounty.
King Viserys loved his feasts, but never while our small folk went without.
And his rightful heir denied her seat.
Okay, so she's with Rhaenyra.
No use wondering what might have been.
Yeah. Putting the idea into people's head. What if it was Rhaenyra? Maybe you would still have food. Well, that's such a good idea. Damn.
Sea Smoke has fled Dragonstone. I myself, if you recall, sensational. But we may yet retake.
It is my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me.
Damn, that was a good slap. Jeez. And that's true that they've forgotten to fear her. Because they're never listening to her, always questioning what she does. Like cutting her off in the council. Like, this is what I want. Rhaenyra with a sword. That would be so badass.
More good men killed? It was a reckless thought.
Might there not be others among the highborn of the Seven?
After hearing what befell Sir Stefan.
I mean, if you want the glory of claiming a dragon, like a lot of people would do.
The small folk of King's Landing are listening. The usurpers have abandoned them.
Will it be enough?
We have laid the kindling
When
over.
it does, Aemond will put it down with force.
He cannot destroy his own city.
Then let us see to our plan.
If I may, Your Grace, becomes you.
I would have kept the sword.
That's the last one. There ain't nothing left.
I'll take anything. Scraps.
And you're telling me they're getting lambs.
We want me!
Like, that's cruel.
It seems, Your Grace, that this morning
Putting the sheeps in front of the people.
there is not food enough in the city.
And their anger is rising.
Why is this anger directed at us?
They still look to you to ensure their well-being. It does occur to me that your grace has yet to name a hand, with shrewdness and subtlety.
Do you take me for a fool? But even less for flatterers and link spittles. I'll make it your responsibility.
Considered for
Well,
myself.
not to serve as hand. Send word to Otto Hightower. His devotion to his family has never been in doubt. You'll see it done.
It was like, oh, thank you. And then, nope, it's not for you. I want Otto.
Has regained consciousness this morning.
You said there was little hope.
This morning his breath comes easier, thank the gods.
Not happy news.
Ugh. That just look like it hurts. Like, that would be so not fun, just being in that state.
What do you remember?
You burning me.
You challenged Meleese. I remember.
I don't really like that Aemond is doing that.
You're in the most capable hands, Your Grace.
Like, hurting his brother like that on purpose.
There's a long recovery ahead of him, Grand Maester.
See that he is made to rest comfortably.
Are called to great deeds, even if they are not what we would choose for ourselves. None of this is your fault.
I want Mother.
I know it's difficult, but it...
Burned sheep. A lot of burned sheep. They're so cute. Like, so little.
I bring good news, Rhaenyra, and the half-sister. Thought you'd be happy, or at least less morose.
You misled me, my lady.
I did what?
There is a large dragon in the Vale.
Rumor of it began shortly after the war. my maester's surmise.
I'm thinking that might be Rhaenyra, like Rhaenyra's dragon.
Alas.
It could be hers.
I'll send 6 good men to protect you on the crossing.
You know you're not fooling anyone. Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up. You still continue this subterfuge.
Don't want my men to get the wrong idea.
About what?
I'm sorry, he shaves like his head because his hair is white.
You saved his life, brother. Or yours, anyway. The riches, servants.
We spend the whole of our lives in the shadow of this. Not wish to dwell in it any longer.
While me...
Wasting your life waiting for something that'll never come.
I admire you for it. They say you struck Lord Bartimus today, in view of the staff and guard.
He is lucky I did not have his tongue.
That was so deserving.
I have tired of being protected. I bring to mind too much their mothers. They must see in me a ruler.
My ruler is my mother. Will you lead us to war yourself? Ridiculous.
I'm doing all I can. Send another raven to the Vale to persuade...
We may marshal the strength of the Vale. We will still never match the strength of the Green armies. We need Daemon and his dragon.
Of the constant refrain of Daemon, Daemon, Daemon.
Your Grace.
I was gonna say that's true that they do need Daemon, but I'm gonna refrain from saying his name.
Let us hope for clouds over the Blackwater tonight.
I do wonder, I mean, the gift would probably be food. That would be the best gift for them, because that's what they're lacking in, or lacking of. Yeah, boats with food. And that can turn the people with you. Oh, okay, they send a lot of food.
You said it improved.
9 hours of every 10, and speak, however briefly. Painful, but it is my sincere hope.
And what will he be if he lives? My letters to my father.
I have sent ravens again, and now to all the great houses in the Reach. There has been no word from Sir Otto. There is war in the Reach now. Your retribution for their lord's demise.
I'm sorry.
Sister,
'Tis well that I found you.
my thanks to the Queen Dowager.
I wondered if you've heard from father.
I've heard nothing, but neither have I sent any message. You were always his favorite.
Strange there has been no word.
You will send news when there is news to send.
Mm.
I'm the eldest son.
You were 8 years of age and motherless. It must have been difficult.
When there isn't any choice.
My son Daemon,
Does he not write to you?
less and less these days.
10 and 6 now. Letters perhaps hold less of his interest.
Yeah, already 16. Jeez.
He's stalwart, as adept with his lute as he is with his sword, and a feature in the fancies of many a young lady, I'll wager. He's kind.
That's good.
That's good. Quality I found lacking in his...
You did well to send him to Ward. Yes, it seems the Red Keep, an salubrious environment for the forming of young men.
Was it the court? Was it their mother?
I'm sure you did your best.
Because, I mean, Rhaenyra's son did turn out good. But Aegon and Aemond, not that much.
I shall pray to the warrior for your safe return.
Farewell.
Your Grace.
This one stopped singing. Isn't that strange?
I thought we might light a candle and all our lost souls.
Oh, that's the dog.
You, where'd you get that food? Rhaenyra's ships. Ships!
Oh. Jeez, this is gonna turn into a riot. Like, they're gonna have to realize that, like, something's happening.
We must leave. Now. Get the queens to the wheelhouse!
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a riot.
No! No! Sheathe your swords!
Oh, this is not gonna look good for you. Damn, he was getting stabbed. Damn.
My lord, only...
The drink takes the pain away. Don't take heart, Your Grace. You've already written yourself into legend. But I'm afraid you will never be whole. He's bound your leg, but you will never run again. It's all that remains to you. Do not say that gladly.
He doesn't have the best one.
My father named it sorcery. Maligned spells. People will pity you on your presence. They will stare. And they will underestimate you.
Yeah, because people do underestimate Laris.
Now, which means that your life is in danger. But I think you know that.
Like, it's really sad seeing him, like, being like that, struggling.
Brother.
David, she's gone.
I'm sorry. You needed me. I'm here now.
A little bit too late.
I'm here now.
Your Grace. Sorrowful news from Lord Grover is dead.
Oh, good news.
The old man.
Indeed. Lord Paramount of the Riverlands.
What was the manner of Lord Grover's passing?
River runs maesters. Our own healer, Alice Rivers. She plied her craft, but there was not more to be done.
Good job, Alice. I mean, it's still kind of murder, but you know, it does help to the cause. See smoke. Damn, run. Hello. I'm gonna guess that Adam is gonna be the new rider of Sea Smoke.
I do not think I can win this war.
I think you are tired.
Daemon himself.
He has ever done what?
He was everything I wanted to be. Carefree, dangerous. A man. And I was what he wanted. Cherished by my father and made my... We were halves of a whole. He's never been at peace. He wished to possess me, but not to be possessed. I fear what he may now do. I fear he may have turned against me. In either case, I have lost him. We cannot take on Vhagar alone.
Yeah, it
And
doesn't.
I have no army.
It doesn't look good at the moment for them.
And even if we somehow prevailed,
You have me?
you have my thanks.
That's true. She helped a lot.
It was my father, who was still a child, had his pleasure with me. Evident that his seed had taken root. There is a scar here as well. It cannot
So-
bear children.
Our father straight up tried to kill her.
That oath has stood me well. Few in it who are steadfast. You, I think. You have seen me as worthy, as an equal. Because of that, I will serve you.
Like, I feel like we need to do more hugs in in House of a Dragon. I was gonna say Game of Thrones. Like, some people would really benefit from having a hug or two, not just a hug. I talk too fast. It might just be me, but I did not see that coming. But I can
Begging your pardon.
understand how.
The Dragon Sea Smoke has been sighted flying over Spicetown. He has a rider.
Who?
Impossible to tell from the ground.
Oh, that's Adam.
Who else it could be?
Shall I summon your council?
I was gonna say, like, I can understand why they kiss, because I think Rhaenyra has been alone for a long time since Daemon left, and nobody's on her side except Mysaria, who's always, like, since Mysaria came to Dragonstone, she's always been on Rhaenyra's side, so I think there's like that connection of that. It's always cool seeing the dragons. Oh, that's how it ends? I didn't expect the episode to end like just boom like that. But again, like just another episode of, you know, building up what is coming into, I think, the last two episodes, because we gotta have some type of battle yet again, like to make that big finale for the season. And in this episode, like I said, for sure the people of King's Landing were hungry. They didn't have any food. And then I think this is what Elinda and the girl from the brothel did. With the, I don't know her name, but the in the subtitle it said the patron, I'm guessing, of the brothel. And you know, she was talking how in the castle they were eating all of those fancy things, but then the people in King's Landing have like nothing at all to eat. So I think that was just already putting the idea inside the head of the people. And then Rhaenyra sends the gift of all of those boats with food. And then they're like, okay, so Rhaenyra, even though she's not here, she knows that we don't have any food, and she sends them to us so that we can survive, while the Greens are just beside us, and they, sorry to say this, but they don't give a shit about them. So I think that's a great just change of saying, okay, maybe we should trust more Rhaenyra than Aegon or Aemond. And I think that's gonna help for sure Rhaenyra's side, because like I said, because you know, like it literally transformed into a riot with Alicent and Elena at the Sept, like a truly a riot. Like the guy got his arm chopped off. Alicent got her arm slashed. They got fish in the face and other things. Like that was like really a situation that they have to get out fast, because it could have turned bad for them. Just like the King's Guard, who got, I'm pretty sure, killed because he was getting stabbed a lot. So there's that. And then also with the King's Guard, Lord Darklyn trying to claim Sea Smoke. And like I was like, it looks way too easy to get it on the first try. But you know, like Sea Smoke was placing himself, saying like you can go on the back. But at the last second, he changed. He changed and he decided to burn them. So that was, you know, like I said, the 50% chance of dying or having a dragon, you know. But like we saw at the end, Sea Smoke literally went after Adam and said, "It's you. You're the one that I want, you know? You're the one who's gonna be on my back." So I think this is gonna be cool, because I'm pretty sure, because he's the son of Corlys, like of course he's gonna side with Rhaenyra, so they're gonna have one more dragon. That's gonna be good for them. And then Daemon at Harrenhal, all of those hallucinations. And I think with those ones with Viserys, he's realizing that he should have been there for Viserys when Emma died and Balon died. Like he should have been there, and maybe it would still be the heir, you know, and we wouldn't have any of this war green and black. But you know, it makes him think. And then the good news, good news, the Lord Tully died, so now we got, I think it was Oscar that they said his name was, Oscar Tully, the young one, is now the Lord of House Tully and the Riverlands. I always mix up. I'm never sure which one is the right one. But now this is gonna be good for Daemon, because now if the new Lord Tully is on Daemon's side, then all of the houses under House Tully, which is pretty much all of the Riverlands or River Runs, I have to check, because this is gonna bug me if I can't even say it correctly. But like all of those houses will be on the side of Daemon, which is gonna be helpful for the war, that's for sure. Because we got the Lannisters coming to Harrenhal, and now we have Kristen was now leaving with the Eye Towers to go meet at Harrenhal, so this is gonna be good to see that battle. And yeah, that's about it. Like, once again, like, nothing big happened, but it's all of those little things that help like the story advance until we get to that big moment of the finale. But I really enjoyed this, and I hope you guys did also. So as always, can like, comment, subscribe, stay safe outside, and I hope you have a good day.